Keeping a guy guessing what a woman thinks is an interesting part of the flirting game. While this makes the game even more exciting, you might miss out on some important opportunities if you can't correctly interpret the message she is giving you. In today's video, we will see 13 signs women are seducing you. So stick around to the video till the end. Number 1. Her shoulders will move towards you. Have you ever seen a woman lift or peek over her shoulder? Although the shoulders appear harmless, a sidelong gaze over a lifted shoulder emphasizes the female face's contours and roundness. This manhood instinct exposes the neck's vulnerability and produces pheromones. Women, when trying to flirt, they do this automatically. Number 2. She will initiate touch. Women seek opportunities to interact with people they're interested in. Most women will not explicitly touch you to indicate interest unless you're near, so they will test the waters indirectly by making it appear to be an innocent touch. A light touch on the arm, her fingers skimming yours, her hips nudging into yours. All of this may lead you to believe that it was an accident, but you'd be mistaken. Do not confuse an accidental contact with an accident. Sure, if you detect her touching you, it could be an accident, but if it happens a second or a third time, she may genuinely be interested in you. Number 3. Read her face. Did you know that women's faces are more expressive than men's? If you look closely, a woman expressing interest cues will show signs of desire on her face. If you're already familiar with the 7 micro-expressions, you might question, isn't there no desire expression? And you'd be correct. Desire is not among the 7 universal expressions. We can, however, perceive desire in a woman's face through her lips and eyes. Her lips will part slightly, thus you will notice whether her lips are slightly parted. Slightly parted lips also indicate the genital echo and mimic female genitalia. Her pupils will flicker. She might flutter her eyelids at you for a moment, with a tiny downward indication of her head. This may be more visible. Ladies who are aiming to entice a man, such as Marilyn Monroe, tend to raise their brows and lower their lids, since this is the face ladies make when they are feeling pleasure. Number 4. She will stroke her knee and show off her thighs. According to research, touching and stroking the knees can indicate sexual attraction. Of course, if she's stroking your knee, there is no need to ask any more questions. However, if she is stroking hers, it could be a subconscious desire to stroke yours. Consider the knees to be 2 big, leg-shaped arrows pointing at a person's object of attention. Check to see if her knees are pointing in your direction. Even though crossing one's legs is a closed-off cue, some ladies cross their legs to show off their thighs. Women dressed in short skirts, shorts, or tight leggings are more likely to do this. Number 5. She will open up her body. Her body language will indicate openness rather than closeness. Search for her arms and legs. Is her embrace more open around you? Are they free to move and not clinging to her body? Women are more inclined to fold their arms across their torso in the presence of aggressive or ugly men, but if they feel you're appealing, they will open up their bodies. Women who are attracted to you may stick their chests out to enhance their curves because breasts are such a sexual signal. You may notice her leaning in closer, whipping her shoulders back, and standing taller to better display her wares. Crossed legs do not necessarily indicate that she's not interested in you. This could simply be an attraction signal. Take note of the orientation of her knees to determine whether she's pointing toward or away from you. Keep an eye on her body language, as a relaxed physique signals comfort and attraction. Number 6. She will blink more. Dr. David Givens, director of the Center for Nonverbal Studies, states that fast eye blink or eyelash flutter signifies you've enhanced the blinker's level of psychological arousal. You may have boosted a woman's sexual excitement if she suddenly blinks faster. When you tell an excellent narrative about being a cool, exciting, or funny guy, you can observe a sudden, rapid eye blink. This is a coded way of stating, "You've piqued my curiosity." Number 7. She will roll her hips. How do a woman's hips shift, groove, and gyrate? Women's hips are naturally wider than men's, and a woman who is attracted to you may swing her hips back and forth more than usual. When walking, the back and forth motion is plainly visible, and if a woman walks to the lavatory, she certainly will assume that you're watching. Look for the hip sway. This movement draws attention to her hips and buttocks while emphasizing their fullness. Number 8. She will do a hair flip. If you've ever seen television, you've probably seen those Dove or Pantene commercials. One thing they all have in common is excessively overdone hair flips. Women, when they flirt, toss their hair or stroke their neck because it exposes the armpit, which produces sex hormones, accentuates the curvature of the neck, and highlights shining healthy hair. Hair flipping is used to attract attention. When a lady flicks her hair, our gaze is pulled to it. It's a non-verbal expression. Look how healthy and gorgeous my hair looks. Even coma patients have been proven to track movement with their eyes. Number 9. She'll preen herself. Women will continually groom themselves to increase their attractiveness. Preening behavior may increase when she is near a man she likes. Women twirl their hair over their fingers and stroke it. They may even do it unintentionally when conversing with someone they admire. Preening the hair not only improves its appearance, but it also draws attention to it because our eyes are drawn to movement. Number 10. She keeps looking after her makeup. Even on a date, some women may put on makeup. If she excuses herself to the restroom and you find a fresh coat of lipstick on her lips, it indicates she's attempting to appear her best. Pay great attention to her appearance before and after she uses the restroom. You may notice little but noticeable differences. If you happen to pass by a mirror or a window, you might notice her concentrating on her appearance. She could be making sure she looks her best. Number 11. She will slowly caress nearby objects. If she has a strong need to touch something, but it's wrong, you may notice her caressing other objects. A woman may caress, rub and fondle her wine glass or her drinking cup. This is an instance of object transference. Objects with phallic symbols, such as a pen or a phone, may also be involved. Another type of item transmission is fidgeting with keys. She could stroke her car keys or rub them between her fingers to relieve pent-up energy. Number 12. She will lick her lips. The outer genital lips of a woman are the same thickness as her facial lips. Lips are a sort of self-mimicry designed to symbolize the female vaginal region, which sounds filthy. If she likes you, she'll lick her lips to make them brighter and more inviting. Licking causes her tongue to move in ways that call attention to them. Licking her lips may also indicate that her mouth is drying out. However, this could indicate interest, as a dry mouth can be a side consequence of a high breathing rate if she's attracted. You might also notice her wearing crimson or glossy lipstick. Women do this to draw emphasis to their lips. Here are some recommendations for both men and women to become body language love experts, taking into account some of the female body language clues. Men should never approach a woman from behind, as this will put her on alert. They should come in at an angle and then stand at an angle. You don't have to be perfect to attract a man. According to studies, men are more attracted to a woman who engages in flirting behavior to demonstrate her availability rather than the best-looking lady in the room. There you guys, these signs will point you towards the ladies who desire you and are showing it consciously or subconsciously. So with the last point, we come to the end of this video. We look forward to making more such kinds of videos in the future. Until then, goodbye.